Yo, 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 it's your boy, DJ CK1. You know, Mr. Dress for Less. You're now rocking with Stay Connected TV. Hey, stay connected. So listen, woke up this morning, haven't had any breakfast, but it's crazy. I'm full of positive tidbits to share with you this morning. So if you're on your way to work or you already made it to work, check. You can either catch me in the car, or you can catch me on your break, or you can catch me on your lunch break. You did? So I'm gonna give you a couple points that I learned this morning. Of course, I'm not perfect. I'm going through a lot of this stuff just like you, my friend. So it's kind of like we growing together. All of this whole content creating is all a journey. And I just want to say this morning, I thank you for going through the journey with me. It means a lot. When you subscribe, when you check in, when you comment, when you give me the thumbs up, all of that stuff means a lot in my life because it's helping me grow. I'm going through a phase right now to where I'm learning what I can do to make me happy, what fulfills me. So to have you come along on that journey with me, it's pretty cool. You did. But listen, I was reading Uncommon Life, and Uncommon Life gave me this morning the power of persuasion over demanding. Like, a lot of times we demand things and we end up getting a reaction from our demands. But if we went about it another way and kind of just persuaded a little bit more, then that kind of puts the ball in the court of the person that you are trying to extract something from, which means you get a response instead of a reaction. And in most cases, I definitely have found that, you want a response, not a reaction. And you yourself want to respond instead of making a jump decision. When you make those jump decisions, sometimes they kind of go the wrong way. I'm learning that. You can use that when you're just regularly communicating with a stranger, and you definitely can use that when you're communicating with your spouse. Also, you can use that when you're communicating with your children, especially young children, because young children, they deserve to be responded to. And I'll get into that. But the first tidbit I want to share to you, because I took notes. I had a great morning this morning. That's why I'm coming to you and wanting to share with you, man. Check this out. Your vision determines where you go. I think everybody's heard that in some way, form, or fashion. Usually it's coming to, it's come to you in the form of, seeing it, believing it, and then achieving it, right? Everybody heard that, If you can see it, believe it, you can achieve it, right? So your vision determines where you go. But even more importantly, what's so cool about the notes that I took this morning, the second one was, instead of striking a rock, speak to it. And it's crazy because he's coming from two different places. Uncommon Life, and then a sermon from a reverend. And I ain't really no pastor, nothing like that, but I find certain things useful at certain times. So I definitely learned this morning that you more or less want to speak to the rock instead of striking it. And you can use that in the instance with your children, especially when they're young. That's when their brains are developing. So you want to speak to your children, do a lot more positive reinforcement versus striking your children. Remember, back in the day, if you was a slave, you got beat. What are the results of being beat or struck? Well, it takes away a lot of your thinking. So when you get ready to make a decision and think for yourself, it actually took that thinking for yourself away. So I was raised, I'm not gonna flex, they always said spare the rod, spoil the child. I never liked getting hit, but I did get a bunch of beatings because I was a bad child. I won't say bad, I was active. And we have to start feeding activeness with information. Once you feed an active child with information, it calms them down because those wheels, they get to turning. They may get frustrated sometimes, and that's when we usually get louder and start to use that striking method or that speaking firmly method, where we should probably use a more subtle tone. Subtle tones get different results. They get different responses. So I think myself, I would choose positive reinforcement over striking. Check this one out. This is a great one. This next point, this next note that I took. Hey, in every man is a king. I'm a king. Aren't you a king? I'm a king. But check this out. In every man, there's also a fool. You know how like you could see like this average guy, would you say something crazy to him and he just turned into a monster? Same thing with a woman. In every woman, there's a queen, right? There's a queen. We all agree on that, right? Every woman is a queen. And in every woman, there is a queen. We also want to teach our daughters to be princesses, and when they get older, that they are queens, right? But also, in every woman, there is a B word. Now, we use this word a lot of times, the B word. It's like a regular language, but realistically, if you have a woman that's acting out and she's a B, she's probably been provoked in some type, way, form, or fashion. With that being said, we as men have to speak to the rock instead of striking the rock. Whether it be verbal or physical, we definitely should look at how we handle our situations. Are we being good communicators, or are we lashing out because we feel that some source of our manhood has been taken from us? Emasculation would be the word for when a woman is, I guess, manly, and in result, a man feels less than. It's called emasculation. We can kind of diffuse that if we learn to communicate with our partners. And sometimes it's easier said than done. As men, you know, we got egos, and then we aren't really self-disciplined. When I speak, I am speaking to myself as well, because I definitely go back and look at my videos for errors. I go back and look at my videos for truth. I go back and look at my videos to make sure I ain't blowing no smoke up nobody's butt for real, because I take my job serious. When I say that Stay Connected is a podcast that is all about positive reinforcement, I definitely want to give you positive tidbits, because I want to see everyone successful. Dropping my music, dropping these videos, it's not all about me. Straight up. Because I'm going to tell you just like this. Every music video that I've dropped, I don't get money for it. I'm not monetized right now. I'm looking to monetize Stay Connected TV so that we can keep sharing, because I'm always looking for positive information to give to you. So I said that to say, like when I be giving away stuff, it's really from the heart. It's really reality. It's something that I'm going through with you guys. So whoever's watching me, if you're going through something, I'm basically going through it with you for sure. Never want to give you anything false. Check this out. Whichever one you speak to, whether it's the king or the fool, or the queen or the bee, that's the one that will respond. Who's in control of that? You tell me. Yeah, it's you. You in control of it. You in control of it. How do you control it? I'll give you a hint. Baby, tone. The tone. Maybe a lot of times you hear and need to come here. Maybe you might be a little bit too quick to anger. Talk about me too. Because boy, I go from 0 to 10 quick. So I thank you. I thank you, Lord, that I was able to get these notes this morning and get a hold of it, because it's made my life better as we speak this morning, as I'm talking. And I hope it's going to do something for your life as well. Check this out. This is another good one. The greatest source of happiness is being grateful at all times. Boy, we got some people that's ungrateful. For real. And sometimes we create some kids that spoiled and ungrateful too. And we got to be careful of these things, man, because you could be complaining, but you got a roof over your head, you got clean water, you got a vehicle to drive, you got the ability to go to work and a job, to take care of these things. And a lot of us be complaining about that. You got some people that ain't got no job, that's out there begging, holding the sign. You got countries that can't even get the word of God, let alone basically they freedom, because they being dictated to. So man, we got a lot of stuff right there to be thankful for. And if you seeing this, guaranteed you woke up this morning. You ain't walking dead. You up. And I'm up too. And I'm thankful for this day. And I'm thankful for this segment. I hadn't done a segment, every day, because I want all of my segments to be a little bit more positive every time, and I want them to be resourceful. So if you need to come back to it, you can go back to it and be like, hey man, dude was giving away some game. You know what I mean? I'm starting to do my homework, and I'm starting to do a lot more strenuous research than just looking at somebody else's podcast and say, hey, I'm gonna piggyback off of this. So I hope you appreciate what I'm doing, because I definitely appreciated what I heard. And as always, I want to share it. Last but not least, abracadabra. Abracadabra. You done heard the word before. It's been in these fairy tales or these stories, you know what I'm saying? Abracadabra. What does that mean? Why am I bringing that up? I create as I speak. Do you get that? I create as I speak. sort of like speaking things into existence. Hey guys, we got the power to be what we want to be who we want to be. We got that power. We got that power to get where we want to go. And we got the power to speak positive things in our life. Don't let nobody chop your brain off like you a slave or something and lead you to believe that you can't have what you want, because you can. Abracadabra. As I speak, I create. And I'm going to create good wealth, a home for my children, a blueprint for my sons, and a legacy for my kids to look at. I don't know what your purpose is in life, but I think every day I'm getting closer to mine. Listen, stay positive and stay connected, guys. Yo, and shout out to my boy Anthony Henderson, aka Paper Trail. Man, my video is on smash this morning. None of that blurry stuff, man. I appreciate it, man. My boy always looking out for me, man. Like I said, stay positive, y'all, and stay connected.